He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Green. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kylan Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Got a man. It's Stewart. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He breaks a tackle. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Dropping back, it's Drones. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's back. Caught near the sticks, it's Fletcher. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. It's complete. Powers through. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on...
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable calls that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Cajuns did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fans probably didn't forget that.
No, and the players didn't either. You know it. They're fired up, ready to go in this one. You think back to that game, how good Cam Ward was late in it. Can Carson Beck be that guy in this one? Because you know Virginia Tech showed up here to take this thing all the way to when there's zeros on the clock. They're going to be ready to roll.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying.
Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Beck. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and is paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner is stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Green. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Back to pass, it's back. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here.
Wide open spaces. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Scanning the field, it's drones. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
To the air on second down. Got his man down the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the grab at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Gets it to the back. He's loose.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels, and it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him, and nobody's close. He'll work his way down to the 28. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too, and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Hokies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Miami, 21, Virginia Tech, 18.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking to pass. It's back. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to set up the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They move on top here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's back. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires in.